wanna be a millionaire, your own form of superhero, have matters in your own hands, and get away from all the zeros. Will you listen to the plan, and all that it demands? Well, here's your chance. Focus on the good things, nothing on the bad. Forget all your needs, focus on the task. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it? If they say you're a long shot, maybe you should pass. Well, look down at yourself, show them what you have. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it? If you believe in all that you see, there ain't no way that it stops with a dream. Stops with a dream. And if you wanna be a millionaire, your own form of superhero, have a house in a center square, and hear your name when the wind blows. Will you listen to the plan, and all that it demands? I say again, focus on the good things, nothing on the bad. Forget all your needs, focus on the task. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it? If they say you're a long shot, maybe you should pass. Well, look down at yourself, show them what you have. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it? If you believe in all that you see, there ain't no way that this stops with a dream. If you believe in all you can be, there ain't no way that this stops with a dream. Stops with a dream. Stops with a dream.
Spotlight, hot nights, glow red in the stoplight. I slay, big swerve, big will, rich taste. I serve, line up for the looks that kill. So rich it can make you ill. Don't choke on the diamond pill. Cheap lines, get a gag like ew. Go fetch, black collar, mad cash, high dollar. Just watch, don't follow, no smoke, get higher. Bad chicks if the world's on fire. Bow down to the golden strand. Get in line, I'm in high demand. Come close, yeah, I'll use what I can when I can. I will rate with a 1 to a 10. I will call if I want it again. Spotlight, hot nights, glow red in the stoplight. I slay, big swerve, big will, rich taste. I serve, line up for the looks that kill. So rich it can make you ill. Don't choke on the diamond pill. Cheap lines, get a gag like ew. Go fetch, black collar, mad cash, high dollar. Just watch, don't follow, no smoke, get higher. Bad chicks if the world's on fire. Bow down to the golden strand. Get in line, I'm in high demand. Come close, yeah, I'll use what I can when I can. I will rate with a 1 to a 10. I will call if I want it again. Shadows are calling. The curtain is drawn. How far we have fallen. I'm out on the run. Live in the violence. Die by the sword. Deep in the fire. That's where darkness is born. Haunting my dreams. I see the signs. The darkness arise. I watch it all fall. I watch it all fall. I watch it all fall. I watch it all. We swore on our honor, and the light turned to black. We fight to the ending. There's no turning back. Live in the violence. Die by the sword. Deep in the fires. That's where darkness is born. Haunting my dreams. I see the signs. Let darkness arise. I watch it all.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
You were right, Kate. My sister is gone. There's only Jinx now.
I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
I'm ready.
return peace to this city. You must declare martial law.
Topside is the real enemy. You have the chance to rally the Undercity together. You're a symbol. So what are you planning?
Watch it all burn.
You felt it, haven't you?
The arcane is waking up.
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
Sustenance. Then stop me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another tournament in TEC over here. Crucial by Micron presents iFlick Community Clash powered by Zotec Gaming. And here at the caster desk is me, Madness, alongside Fireball, our resident sleeper doctor over here. So, Fireball, what do you think about this matchup going into it?
Yeah, it's good to be back. Madness casting another tournament alongside you. We will be dealing with the first semi-final that is going to be happening against the Sri Lankan team versus the Indian team. Phoenix Gaming will be going up against Reign of Terror. So it's going to be a best of 3 affair, and it is a single eliminator. So all to play for. You do not get second chances, and let's see what unfolds in this best of 3 series. Looking right at the schedule, so September 25th to October 1st was the single elimination matches. So we will be dealing with the first semi-finals today. We're gonna have the second semi-final tomorrow, and day after tomorrow it all unfolds in the grand finals on the 2nd of October, which is gonna be a best of 5 series in this iFlicks community clash. And what are the players playing for? So looking at the prize pool, we have a grand total of 50,000 INR on the line. The split looks like 25k for the first place, 15 for the second, and 5 for the third and fourth. So a lot of teams, 4 teams will go with at least something in their pockets, and it's a pretty good motivator for the teams to bring it all, Madness.
Yeah, definitely, right? It's a jump of 10k INR just for winning this match itself. In case you lose the grand final, just one match is around 10k. This match is basically worth 10k going on. And as we said, it is going to be ROT playing for the Indian side here, Reign of Terror, against Phoenix Gaming side from Sri Lanka. It is the best of 3, and as you can see, this was a single elimination tournament up all the way till even the grand finals is going to be single elimination. So no team has lost yet more than one map here. So that given said, we have the best of best teams going up against each other over here, and honestly, I don't know which team will come out on top over here.
I mean, looking historically, Reign of Terrors is the second best team that we have had in the Indian scene for a long time. But now, as we are seeing more international representation, Phoenix Gaming, they have a lot of rich history regarding tournaments as well. I remember back in the day when they used to go by the name PNX, and they had a lot of success in previous tournaments. They would always end up going into the deeper runs. They would always end up in the semi-final stage or at least the quarterfinals for all the tournaments, going against top teams back in the day like Team Rotty's Den, Portal Esports, Storm Raiders, and whatnot. So I expect big things from Phoenix Gaming. Yeah, again, they are nothing to be scoffed at. And same Reign of Terror. I hope they bring the same thing that they have been showing us all this while. Let us look at the brackets and see how both of these teams have reached to this stage. So Reign of Terror 2-0 against Miku Aim, and Phoenix Gaming 2-0 against PWSB. Both of these teams having a clean series, not losing even one map. And the other semifinals, which will be held tomorrow, is going to be against Ace Ragnarok and Revenants Gaming. And Madness, straight away I am noticing a very big thing: no Temple of Kings. So this might be the tournament for all these other teams to show up, and without Temple of Kings, it's just an open house. So I'm so excited about that part, at least, because in these four teams there's just no one clear winner, right? It's open house and everyone has a realistic shot at the first place prize pool, and it's just gonna make it even more interesting.
Yeah, as you said, Fireball, the winner of most of our tournament, actually all of our tournaments till now, has been Temple of Kings, right? So now that the Kings are not in this tournament, there is a shot for somebody else to take that top spot for this tournament. So everyone is excited, right? They're playing for more. They're playing for bragging rights also, essentially, along with that money going over there. So whoever wins this will have a shot. They know that they have won a tournament. They'll get a lot of boost in their morale for winning a tournament like this. And it's going to be interesting to see what they can be doing. And as you said, on the other side of the bracket, we have Ace Ragnarok tomorrow against Revenant Gaming. So that's going to be also a very interesting matchup going on there. And whoever wins this will be against them. And this is single elimination. There is no time to make mistakes. If you lose this, you are out of the tournament. Everything you worked for so far will be null and void. You will be getting that 5k if you do lose, but hey, I don't think they want to play for that 5k. They want to play for it, all of it. And speaking of that, we're going to be heading right into Champion Select here, Fireball.
So yeah, jumping into the first game in this best of 3 series, Phoenix Gaming going against Reign of Terror. Phoenix Gaming starting on the blue side for this first map, whereas Reign of Terror will be playing on the red side. As you see, the jerseys coming out and the champions portraits. Phoenix Gaming, this team was the one selected for Asian Games to represent Sri Lanka, and they will be taking away Amumu and Cho'Gath. So Cho'Gath obviously against VXC Venom. They do not want to be playing against that guys. Manamyun Muramana Cho'Gath anytime. And Reign of Terror reply with an Echo and a Camille band. So spreading out the bans, a jungler and a top laner. Same for the side of Phoenix Gaming, a jungler and a top laner. So let's see what Reign of Terror reply with right here. So already I'm not seeing a single, target, that a single guy they're looking to target ban. It's you mostly spread out. So they will be taking away Kaisa. Kaisa is one of the most safest, strongest first pick ADC. So Phoenix Gaming are on the blue side. Kaisa would have been the first pick 9 out of 10. So they take that away and they will end up locking in another safe pick in the Jarvan for the jungler.
Yeah, till now it just seems like pretty much a safe kind of draft, and they're thinking very logically over here from both sides. As you said, Reign of Terror has a second pick, so they're eliminating that Kaiser with the ban, eliminating Phoenix Gaming from picking that with their first pick. And the Shaco being picked up here. Okay, the reason I think this is being picked up here is because Shakan, I've played with him before. He does love playing this champion. Honestly, he really loves playing this champion in the jungle also a lot. So given that, I think that's why they've chosen it. But I would have honestly not gone for maybe 1 or 2 here, because I don't think any team is looking to ban the Shaco, right? So I don't think there's any problem with that. Maybe just trying to hide some picks for later on. And they do lock in that Ashe early on over here. And let's see what Phoenix Gaming can reply with over here. What kind of ADC, Fireball, as you are an ADC main, would you like to see run against this Ashe?
I mean, against an Ash, I think you have to take into account the range of a W. Like, it's such a free poke, it's so hard to dodge as well. And once Ash starts hitting you, there's just no running away. There, like the perma slow. So I was about to say the Jhin. I'm happy the Jhin is being locked. Jhin, one of the top ADCs as well. So I guess this is the cream of the crop right now. So we have the Kaisa, the Jhin, Ash, maybe Ezreal. This is realistically the only ADCs you would be picking. So the Jhin, good answer to the Ash, no complaints over there. And coming back to that Shaco, I mean, I guess they saw the jungler on the opposite side and decided to lock it in themselves. Now a Jhin, Leona, very aggressive, very kill dominant lane being locked in by Phoenix Gaming. So I think something like a Braum would be really good for this Ash, but they are hovering the Seraphine. So Seraphine, I think, is good against a poke sort of a composition with a sustain and, disengage. So yeah, I'm happy. There you go. The Braum makes a lot more sense compared to the Seraphine. So solid bot lanes locked in for both of the teams, and I feel this is going to be like a stalemate. I don't see Leona engaging onto the Ash ever if the Braum is around, and then again a Braum and Ash alone should not be able to take down the Jhin and the Leona. So this becomes a lot more jungle dependent, and yeah, let's be real, Jarvan is gonna gank way better compared to
Yeah, let's be real about this. The reason that Jarvan is seen much more in pro play than you see as Shaco, it's for all the marbles over there. And Akali ban coming in, I think this is maybe targeted at Q2 of the mid lane of Phoenix Gaming. They maybe know that he plays it. And Venom has been playing his Mordekaiser when his Cho'Gath has been banned. So that's a nice target ban at Venom over there with that Mord ban. And another mid laner ban, Hue, coming in from Phoenix Gaming. At the same time, a top ban from Reign of Terror in the form of that Renekton over here. They're fighting for these two roles that have not been locked in over here. And as you said, this bot lane will probably just be a farming fest unless the junglers intervene. And I think the Jarvan will be coming in here. But I don't know, this Shaco might come up with some sneaky plays that most people won't be anticipating in this level of match, because they usually don't play against a Shaco at this level of competition.
And that always is a threat. Shaco very hit or miss. Like I've seen insane Shaco plays, and I've seen absolutely crappy Shaco plays. So very hit or miss champion. If you know what you're doing on that, very few champions can bring as much fear in you as a Shaco can. Like you will never expect he will just pop out from the stealth and shank you in the back. And you'll be like, hey, what happened? He can build AD, he can build AP, so versatile over there. So I'm definitely not complaining against the pick, but I feel in a competitive scene, in a team sort of a scenario, I think there are better options. But hey, if he is comfortable on that, why not? But again, as you said, by picking Shaco first, you kind of take away a lot of its power. I mean, realistically, who is Shaco gonna assassinate? He's not gonna be able to do anything to the Vladimir. He's not gonna be doing anything to the Silas. The Jhin should be pretty safe around the Leona. Jhin pretty mobile, like fast as well, as soon as he gets those 50s. Jarvan as well should be pretty safe, has the dash out. So only the Jhin in threat, but again, every ADC is in a threat against any assassin, so you're not getting any bonus points over there. They could have left the Shaco for a later pick, but they do end up rounding off the team composition. So we will be having a Nasus Vladimir top lane, so another farming snooze fest over there. Both of them would be looking to scale up to become monsters, but I would still prefer the Nasus pick right there. Already both the solo laners doing AP damage. Jhin the itemized properly, I feel Reign of Terror can go magic resist heavy and deny a lot of damage coming out from Phoenix Gaming.
Yeah, definitely going the magic resist route is a lot, but I definitely like this Phoenix Gaming comp overall over here in the draft. But you never know, because this Shaikan's, I think, one tricks are his Shaco and his Cho'Gath. From what I've seen him do, he goes by the name Harry Joshi on YouTube, so I've seen some of his plays over there, so he's not bad. So given that they're probably playing a more individual type of game over there, than either going for team fights later on. They're trying to go for those early picks kind of scenarios. But honestly, honestly, Phoenix Gaming, as you said, they've represented Sri Lanka in Asian Games. They've been together for a while. They know how to play as a team properly. So given that they've taken even more of a team dependent comp, that they're going together overall, and they've got lanes that can just farm up, I think the draft overall favors Phoenix Gaming over here. There's nothing to do, but yes, that Nasus probably has a slight advantage over that Vladimir in that top lane. And I'm honestly just looking to see where Shakan tries to go for his ganks, and if Shyboy can just match it up, because Shyboy should be going for more ganks than Shaco at this point. And in the bot lane, unless they give prior to one side or another, it's just going to be equal standing over there.
Yeah, so I don't see a clear lane winner in any of the lanes, honestly. Everything should be pretty standard, so a lot of the spotlight will be going on to the Shy Boy and Shy Khan. Let's see what they can do to influence the game for their teams. But again, Phoenix Gaming, as soon as you look at these 5 champions, you have a clear plan. Javrin goes in, uses his ult, Leona follows it up with her ult, and then in that time, the Vladimir and Jin and the Silas, they just wipe out the entire side of Reign of Terror. That is what they are looking to do. And Silas has decent ultimates. He has the Ash Arrow, the Braum ult, as well as the Nasus ult to get some extra sustain. So Silas would be pretty okay with the selection against him. Again, Phoenix Gaming have a much better team fighting sort of composition, like if played correctly, and if they're on the same page as each other, it's gonna be very hard for Reign of Terror to counter that combo that they have. Leona, Jarvan, Vladimir is just like sounds disgusting as well as I'm just thinking about it. So let's hope Reign of Terror do not have to deal with the perfect combo ever in the game. That's what they will be hoping as well. And for the side of Phoenix Gaming, they will be looking to get those team fights, maybe camp in some bushes near the objectives, try to fight, try to bait a fight, and just completely wipe the flow. We are set for both the teams, and we will be jumping into the game pretty soon. So again, this is the best of 3 single eliminator. The loser just goes home and does not have a second chance in a low bracket or something of that sort. So no room for error in this one.
Yeah, definitely. Loser doesn't go home at least empty-handed. They go home with 5k at the end of the day. They get some money for their troubles. But hey, nobody wants to go just home with that much. They want to aim for higher. But as you said, single limiter, no room for any kind of mistakes going on here. You have to be top of top. You can't try out some weird as comp because there's nothing else you can do, right? Because you can't have a map 2 that you can go. You do have a map 2 that you go for, but you don't want to risk it like that because you have to risk everything like that just to go home early on. Definitely not worth it. But yeah, we've seen Venom also on this Nasus before. He sometimes has trolled it towards the later parts of the game when he has got that advantage in previous matches that we have casted. So looking for him not to be doing those kind of things, because honestly Venom is a very strong type of player. He has a lot of experience, 15 years in this game at this point. So he is going to be one player to watch out for. Both, honestly, from both sides, you have to be just seeing what they can do. As you said, most lanes are equal in standing, so it's mostly up to Shy Boy and Shaikan to cause a difference in this game, unless you go for kind of roam plays with the support.
Definitely. So we will be jumping into the game right away. We see Reign of Terror grouped as 5 members. They were towards the mid lane, and for the side of Phoenix Gaming, it's mostly just guarding the jungle entrances. Now the top side blue entrance is not guarded, so they won't have any vision for that. Nobody looking to go in, put in a deep ward or anything of that sort. Shaco will not require the leash. Obviously has started setting up his boxes near the wraiths already, so that just gives extra help for the Nasus to get the push in depending on what Hydra decides to do. Now, I hate the laners giving leashes, especially if you're a top laner. There is no need for a Vladimir to leash a Jarvan. Like, what's the Vladimir gonna do? Do 2 auto attacks, press Q once? That's like nothing. You give up your entire lane trio for that 200 damage. I don't think, not even 200, I guess. This is not worth it. Now Nasus already has the push, and for some reason the Shy Boy is missing his flash. So I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. I think it looks like he pressed his D and F key at the same time almost over there. You can see the cooldown timers
I
around.
mean, yeah,
So probably by mistake, while trying to go for this smite, he pressed his flash. But hey, we ignore those. That's a nice spot out over there. But hey, that is going to be hard for him later on when he tries to go for ganks, and he'll need that flash to get in certain pressures.
I mean,
At
I
the
wonder
same
if
time, you can see.
I wonder if he fell for the classic press D for flash from the enemy team and. I mean, it is what it is. Let's hope that he doesn't get into a situation where his flash would have been needed. Lanes are going pretty standard. We have pretty decent standard runes. I think Vladimir, we have seen Vladimir go for the phase rush sometimes as well, but this time Hydra decides to go for the grasp of the Undying against the Nasus. Will be getting a lot of those free hits just like that. We'll start stacking that one up real nice, and Nasus doesn't have to do anything. He has also gone for the Conqueror. We have seen Nasus go for phase rush as well. Nasus will be just waiting for this wave to come in and start decaning away this big minion wave. Meanwhile, in the bot side, Shaco and the Silas going close to each other. Shaikan will barely escape from the Leona's grasp. Was trying to look to steal away the red buff of Shy Boy, but was not able to do so. Loses some tempo, but escapes with his life, so does not lose as much.
Yeah, and he's getting that bot side scuttle at the same time over here. Gonna have a scuttle advantage because by the time Shaivan goes for the top one, more camps will be spawning. But yeah, as you said, Shaikan going for some of those spicy plays, trying to look for an early engage in the opponent jungle over there. Had to back off because that Leona was shadowing him over there. Now he's getting up his blue buff, but in the mid lane, a bit of a CS disadvantage, around 9 CS disadvantage right now. As you can see, Toxic Venom could farm most of that big wave that was coming underneath that turret, so he did come back a bit in CS over here. We do have a disconnection, a bit of a pause in the game, guys. That gives us time to kind of analyze what people have been going for. Shy Boy's flash is nearly coming back up, so his early mistake will probably not be noticed by the opponent team, and hopefully I think he hoped that we also would not have noticed what he had done over there.
I mean, like, you look at the timer, I think it's just gonna come back at the 5-minute mark. So I'm just like, as soon as he spawned into the game, did he press flash in the base? I really don't know what happened over there, but it's okay. It does not lose anything for that. And in the mid lane, you would expect Ari to build up her CS lead because she is ranged and will be bullying this Silas at least in the early levels. So nothing to worry too much for Q2 over there. Will use his teleport to get back into lane. Did get the Dark Seal for himself for the quick back. In the bot lane though, Ashe and this Vortex are like one wave ahead compared to the Jhin already. So some CS lead there for Ashe.
Yeah, definitely a bit of CS lead there for putting a bit of pressure. Jhin is playing a bit more passive, but Shaigan is maybe looking for a gank here in the bot lane. He is hiding in that tribush. He's going to be walking up, but I don't think he gets anything for his
He has the
trouble.
empowered Q. I was about to say the flash forward would have killed him, and he indeed does take him down. Toxic Venom just to get a few CS, not respecting Vladimir's damage, took so much free hits over there and will end up paying with his life if we get a replay of that, and you'll see how the first blood went down.
Venom trying to walk away over here. Flash is a bit like point
the
millisecond too late over
we
there.
have a full-on 2v2 in the bot lane. The exhaust will buy some time, but the stacks are there. It's a 2, it's 3, the 4 stack, the stun gets in, but the Leona will now look for the re-engage. The ignite is ticking away, gets stunned up, flash forward onto the Ashe. The Leona is just so tanky, will finally go down. Can Booyah do something? Can he get something back? But he decides not to overchase because he would have lost that fight pretty sure. Now the Braum and Ashe flash forward, 4th shot will take down Vortex. Final Cadence doing as much as he can, and the last punch and the shield bash will take down Booyah. So it's gonna be a 2-for-1 in favor of Reign of Terror in the bot lane, but Hydra did get a solo kill for himself in the top. Now this Nasus is without a flash. He will pop the ultimate, makes the Jarvan just run away because they spotted the Shaco in the background as well. Were not fancying their chances for that. Now Shaikan and Toxic Venom along with Night Guy will go straight onto these grubbies.
Yeah, getting a couple of free grubbies over here, but Jarvan is looking to maybe make sure that they can only get one over here. Q2 is also in here for the fight. I think they're gonna choose just to back off here for the side of our team, but look, the Braum is also here.
The charm
Leona's
misses.
here too.
Braum is here, will force the flash away from the Silas. Are we looking for a re-engage? The Shaco box is there for the fear. Now Endrick goes in too deep, not realizing that his team is not able to follow up. Will end up losing his life yet again. So straight back to base for him. And meanwhile the grubs were being taken by the side of Phoenix Gaming. So Phoenix Gaming did take one, Reign of Terror got one. Now as Endrick died, I think they just left that one alone. So Reign of Terror will get the second one as well. So 2-1 on the grubs, and they get one kill for the troubles as well. So pretty good outing for the red side right there.
Yeah, definitely very good outing over there. Almost 1k up over here. Night Guy having to flash away, but going down. A little long range from Q2 over there, putting Night Guy in the grave over there. So a lot of solo kills coming in favor for Phoenix Gaming in the top and middle lane over there. So pretty much showing their dominance on their certain champs over here. And Toxic Venom is being forced under his turret over here. We're gonna get a replay of that kill there, of the fight that went down over here. And as you can see, Leona went in a bit too deep there, got Braum passive, got stunned off of it. Nothing that his team can do to save him off that. And now Q2, seeing that Ahri is low on mana, does not have any, Ahri has nothing, has to put that flash, but goes down to the attack at the end of the day. Nothing Ahri could do there, had no mana, had burned the flash, but still continued walking the straight line before trying to sidestep, and does go down.
Yeah, now the Ashe ultimate onto the Booyah, forcing his cleanse away. At least will not chase forward all too much. Happy with the exchange of the ultimate for the summoner spell. Now Booyah did take a lot of damage there as well. So already this Ashe and Braum pressure showing onto the Jhin and Leona, but should be fine. They trade the Ashe ultimate there at least for the. Now Ashe actually going for the press the attack now. Lethal Tempo is back in the game, and I think that is the go-to rune for champions like the Ashe who love to auto-attack so much. He ends up going for the PTA instead. PTA will provide more help in the lane obviously, but for extended team fights and for auto-attacks heavy champions like the Ashe, I think Lethal Tempo is the way to go, right?
Yeah, it is. I think definitely the way to go right now. Maybe she wanted for that lane early pressure. Night Guy, you don't have flash here. You have to burn that ultimate to get out of that fight over there. And look at this, it's a pointless fight here in the jungle. Night Guy does go in though.
Now Q2 has the Braum ultimate. Let's see if he uses that. Now he only gets the clone, and Braum there at the end will disengage. No summoner spells blown for that, but they did shove the right side away from the dragon pit, so that just means Phoenix Gaming can start that one for their own. But Vortex, Final Cadence and Shaikan are here looking menacingly at this dragon. Do not want to let that one go for free. Now Shaco boxes are blocking the way. Blue team will secure the dragon. Now the fight breaks out. Shaco just blinks away. Q2 going dangerously low, does not have the flash, remember, but Vortex along with the Braum passive will catch the Jhin and the Leona right there. The CC coming out from this Freljord duo, Ashe and Braum, proving too much for the side of Phoenix Gaming. They do end up getting the dragon, but stay with 2 members of their own.
Yeah, dragon for 2 kills. Some would say worse, some would say not, depending on the state of the game going on there. But as you can see in this fight, Shaikan tried to go for the steal. Shaikan couldn't get that steal. Q2 goes dangerously low. Ashe arrow comes back up, goes straight onto that Leona, and Ashe is going to flash forward here right onto Booyah over here. Booyah has nothing to get away anymore. His flash is still on CD over there. Nothing he can do. So that's a 2 for a dragon over there. At the same time, look at this. Hydra is still bullying a bit of Toxic Venom over here. He is 20 CS up at this point. The biggest difference we do have. Oh no, sorry. In the bot lane, it's a 22 CS difference for the side of Vortex over there. Vortex actually playing this Ashe exceptionally over here. the Booyah did not have his cleanse up before, otherwise he could have maybe cleansed away from the Ashe passive over there. But because of the Ashe arrow early on in the exchange in that bot lane, Booyah did not have his cleanse anymore. The Hawkeye just coming out, getting some vision, and looks like Phoenix Gaming might go for these grubs over the top side. And RT have been pinging it, so RT know that they probably are trying to go for it, so they try to shadow around it. Shekan is walking up to it, and the Brom is also rolling. Leona is rolling. I mean, look at this. Toxic Venom keeping right into the Void Grub pit over there. So they're going aggressive for these grubs over here. They just
They
chased the
want
Jarvan
to-
off it completely.
They already have 2 grubs secured. They just want the 2 more, 3 more is gonna be the cherry on the top, obviously. Now Phoenix Gaming are completely letting this one go. So another good thing done by Reign of Terror was the lane swap that they did. Both the duo lanes, I mean the Ashe and the Brom, came into the mid lane so they can put 2 players in this grub pit instead of just the single Ari. So good macro coming out right there, which helps them to secure the extra 3 buffs.
Yeah, definitely. Because of that, they had that extra man there over towards the fight. So what does Phoenix Gaming do? Wisely chooses to give it up because they know if they try to go for it, even maybe if they do get one, they have to get 2 away from them actually to make it much of a difference over there. And they're probably going to have to give up their lives for it. So they are pretty behind over here, but not that much if you see the gold over at the top. It's only around the 300G gold difference right now, so nothing much comparatively if you spread it out over 5 members. But this Vlad is being a nuisance to Venom, preventing him from stacking. But Venom is not even looking to attack Hydra.
I mean,
He's
he
just
got the
stacking away
spirit
with his
visage,
Qs.
Yeah. He got the spirit visage. Now he's just like he should not be dying to the Vladimir anytime soon. Now every time we just pan to this top lane, it's just gonna be this happening. Venom trying to do damage to, Hydra trying to do damage to the Nasus. He will just ignore him, keep farming the minions and getting his HP back from the innate lifesteal that Nasus has.
Yeah, definitely. He's just looking to become a farmer at this point. He's going for what he thinks is what will win in the game at the end. And Venom, I don't think, has any problems doing that. He recognizes what his win con is for his team over there. He needs to get his stacks up, and that's all he's aiming to do right now. Not even looking for any kind of trades. Just wisely building up the Spirit Visage overall so that he does have something to sustain against this Vlad who's free hitting off of him. Vlad going a bit aggressive under the turret, but look at this in the bot lane. Shekan is here close by.
3v3 right as Jarvan flag and drag unfortunately misses, but the Leona ultimate is there to follow up. Now final cadence goes down. Shy Boy has different ideas. He will use his own ultimate and will be forced to flash out of that one, so do not know what is going on over there. But Shaikan is there. Good blink will get ended up rooting the clone, that's all. But he's going dangerously low. They are trying to focus the Leona, but remember with the W, Leona just gets so tanky, and the Leona bought so much time. It allowed Q2 to join the fight right there and take down both Shaikan and Vortex. So the initial engage I think was good. They should have been happy with just that one kill. They extended and ended up paying with 2 members of their own. Now Night Guy going dangerously low as well. One more auto attack should do it.
I think he's dead there. He's gone. Yep,
So
and he
that
burning that
comes in.
flash again. So this Silas getting pretty strong over those solo kills in that mid lane over there, putting some pressure on Night Guy. Night Guy is definitely feeling that pressure over there. As you said, in that bot lane with that exchange, I don't think Shaikan should have gone even further in over there. Maybe a little too confident over there, and he does pay for his sins in the way that he will be doing. And he's caused his ADC also to come further in, causing her to burn that barrier and to give up at the same time. Now it looks like it's been a reversal of roles a bit in the top lane. Toxic Venom is now chasing Hydra away at that same time. He's like, I've had enough of your bullying, I have the stuff. But Leona is looking to walk up here with that ultimate. Toxic Venom having to flash out over that. At the same time, Phoenix Gaming do manage to pick up this Rift Herald. So they are a bit up right now in goal, but the Dragon in return being picked up for ROT, but this is only their first dragon of the game, and we'll soon find out what kind of map we will be getting and what kind of soul we will be aiming for.
Ooh, now
But
Ash has
look
been
at
stolen away from Q2, takes down Ash really low, but good use of the flash, will get some feel from this ROM as well. Now not giving up on the kill, Silas does end up getting that secure over there. Now the Brom will definitely have to run away and cannot fight this guy alone, but guess what, he's not alone, he has the Shaco on his back, but not before going down. Q2 takes down the Silas, gets the fat shutdown, but meanwhile when all of that was happening, Phoenix Gaming used the Rift Herald, take down the tier 1 turret in the mid lane, get the first turret gold there as well, and get the second charge. Silas did end up getting 2 kills, lost his life, but Phoenix Gaming got so much off of that play, and now Toxic Venom trying to do damage to this Vladimir.
he does
but
not have a turret nearby, and they're just trying to
Thin curtains
kite him
are there to
away.
help. Toxic Venom finds himself in the middle of 4 people and will go down deep into his own territory. Will be taken down, brutally slaughtered near these Krugs, and Booyah goes on a killing spree, does have the static shift completed already, is working towards that rapid fire cannon, and he is looking like a big boy.
Yeah, he was having a bit of a trouble in the early game, right? He was getting pressured a lot by the Ashe. God had to burn so many summoners just to stay alive, but now look at him, role reversal going on. Toxic Venom not recognizing that Vladimir was trying to maybe bait for his team to come up top, get that kill on him. It did take 4 people over there, but hey, they did get the kill on Toxic Venom without losing any life. So definitely worth it. While as at the same time they did get the tier 1 and first turret in the mid lane, plus a tier 1 in the top lane, got a huge amount of damage on the tier 2 in the mid lane as well. So it looks like Phoenix came in playing the macro pretty well along with their Rift Herald over there.
So now they are looking at a 4,000 goal lead at 17 minutes. So Phoenix Gaming sitting at a very comfortable spot in the game right now. Now Shaikan Shaco pick is not doing all that much. He is 2-1 and 2, but I don't see him putting a lot of pressure. The fear of the Shaco is just not there in the side of Phoenix Gaming. Most of the kills were follow-up kills in team fights, and let's see if Shaikan can switch it around in the later stages. And Night Guy is having absolute howler of a game, got solo killed twice already, and Q2 is just 5-1 and 1 on this Silas. Definitely very scary to go against that. So as we say that, I think the Ashe is sitting on a pretty decent spot, has the Kraken Slayer completed already, and will be looking towards to build that Phantom Dancer, I guess, with the Zeal. So again, if you're building an attack speed, auto attack heavy sort of a build as well, why would you just not pick Lethal Tempo? Now we'll be looking at a lull state in the game. Both the top laners will be back to just farming left, right and center. Now Q2 will be looking to get a few picks. No objectives anytime soon. The Baron spawns in a minute and a half, and all of these players will be just looking to farm up, get those items done before that first team fight that's gonna be happening. And I think the next major objective would be the Dragon. I don't see any of these teams starting the Baron right away. And Vladimir getting a huge CS lead already, 147 to 115. Nasus only gets stronger as time goes on, so I think Toxic Venom won't be too bothered about that, but can't let a Vladimir go unchecked as well, because he can be a late game monster of his own. And Jin doing great for himself. Ooh, Ash Arrow barely misses in the top lane. They were trying to get a pick onto the Vladimir, so they will have that information that Ash does not have the ultimate, and let's see if they try to do anything off of that.
Yeah, and because of that, I think they know that Ash does not have the powered arrow right now, but the arrow has a very relatively small cooldown over here. It is already almost halfway up over at that point. Nothing you can do about this. 3k gold advantage for Phoenix Gaming now, and it looks like they are out macroing, and I think this Shaco will be pointless at this point, given that he has nobody that he can assassinate with that AP kind of build that he's gone for, right? There's nothing that he can do unless his boxes are well placed before fights even start. And Toxic Venom being pushed a bit down, a couple of CS down, but he is still stacking up. There is still hope for his late game in that sense that he'll be able to be doing something overall. But yeah, this Silas is also pretty fed. This Jin is also pretty fed. So looking pretty dire for the side of ROT right now.
Definitely now in 20 seconds the next objective, which is the Ocean Dragon, will be up, and so they will be looking to get those dragon numbers up and going for themselves. So let's see which team has the better positioning and vision for that objective. It looks like the blue side, Phoenix Gaming, have the inside route already. They have positioned themselves near the dragon, and I think the Jarvan has already started it, and there is no reply in sight for the side of Reign of Terror.
I think they've just chosen to give it up over at that point, right? There's nothing. They recognize they're a bit too weak to go for team fights over there. Both the top laners did have TP to come in for those fights, but I think they're even worried that if this Vlad comes over here, gets a one good timed ultimate over on them, something that they could do to counter it. And now they're being a bit towards the top side, so there might be a rumble in the jungle in this top side bushes and tri-bush over here. Shaco has set up over a trap, tried to look to jump in, but nothing that he could do. At the same time, Q2 has a trap for Night Guy.
Night Guy will force Ari's ultimate to run away. So they have the ultimate there. Now Q2 has his teleport, Night Guy does not have his teleport and is missing half his HP bar. So if Phoenix Gaming have any funny ideas of starting a Baron and baiting a team fight, they would essentially be in a 4v5 if Q2's teleport comes in on time. Now the clone will be taken down.
And yeah, but no, they're recognizing it is the clone. Try not to go for it. Q2, as you said, does get that tier 1 bot side. And it seems, yeah, there's so many towers being hit. All 3 tier 1 towers down.
Big bad Nasus chasing this mana-less Silas, but will leave him alone for the time being. Has forced his ultimate at least. Now, I think like how aggressively Phoenix Gaming were walking towards that Baron, I thought they are trying to make a team fight play there because Night Guy did not have his teleport. And
but look at this, I think they have started the Baron. Yeah, they have. And they are maybe trying to go for that bait. As you said, they were a lot over there. There is no vision for the side of RT, but now they do have vision. They did see on it.
Yeah, they will get spotted and immediately back away from this Baron. Ash Arrow will connect, but only onto the Leona, but will end up getting rooted by the Jin instead, and will go down the jungle and the ADC. Toxic Venom does teleport in, but he's in the middle of 5 people. Now the dog is going to be put down by the side of Phoenix Gaming. Night Guy is missing his ultimate. Now Chains barely missed, but this is gonna be Baron right here. Flash forward, Q2 takes down Night Guy yet again. Night Guy is gonna be having nightmares about this Silas, and it's just the lonely Braum against the entire world, and this Baron is about to go down.
Yeah, nothing you can do. Excellent excellent time of re-engage on that Ash, right? Ash arrow goes down, only manages to hit that Leona. Nothing you can do there. Excellent Leona ultimate onto the Ash over there, gets stunned up in place. Leona goes in for another further stun. Jin ultimate also triggered from behind. Nothing you can do as if you're that Ash. She does pop that barrier, but she can't even flash because she's stunned in place over there. Once that Ash goes down, Phoenix Gaming very confident already that the winning team fights. ADC of opponent team is down. Even more confident goes for it. Unfortunately, Toxic Venom does TP into that just to go down as well with his team over there. He's like, if you guys go down, I'm gonna come quickly and go down with you. Yeah. The only one that did survive that was Final Cadence as that Braum over there. But what is that Braum gonna do? Nothing that he can do to stop that Baron or even attempt to steal. So excellent re-engage by Phoenix Gaming over there, putting maybe the final nail in the coffin for ROT.
Definitely Phoenix Gaming, such a huge goal advantage already at 7,000 goal lead at 25 minutes. Have 3 turrets to 0, are in the lead in the Dragons department as well, and already set up to cruise to victory. I think it is, if they just play it smartly, do not take any reckless decisions, they just should win by natural order of things.
Oh
And
no, Night Guy, no!
will escape with a single digit HP. Now Jin did end up using his flash for that, so did not get the kill there as well. Now that is a flashless Jin against a Shaco. Let's see if they can abuse that. The Shaco clone will buy some time to make sure the turret is standing. So they are knocking at the gate, though the parent empowered team. Now Night Guy teleports right into his death. Did not realize Silas had stolen the Ashe ultimate. As soon as that teleport finished channeling, gets stunned up in place and gets one shot. Now the mid laner is down. The base has been opened. Now they're hammering away at this inhibitor.
Yeah, I think that fight around
Leona.
the previous Baron is it is. Leona does go in, but I don't think he can do anything.
Engage
Ashe does
onto
get
the
caught up, having to
Ashe.
burn the flash.
Will use the flash, but the Jarvan ultimate is there to follow up. Great knock-up coming on by the Shaibai. Now 3 members are down in the grey screen. Can that be the 4th one? Shaikan going dangerously low, but Q2 just losing his feelings. Very emotional play over there. Ends up tanking 2 turrets and will go down. I think if he just stayed alive along with this Vladimir TP, they were looking at the end of this game, but now their Fed member is down. Now Hydra trying to be a hero on his own. His team has left him behind. They were like, okay, you continue to do that as we open up the second inhibitor.
Yeah, that is inhib going down. Maybe not worth it as a TP over there from the Vlad. He was maybe the team were in two minds about what they should do. Maybe go for that finish. But with that Silas going down, maybe a bit difficult over there. That Vlad was channeling on the minion that was getting hit by the turret, buying time so that you can pre-hit the turret even more. At the same time, they will be getting that third Drake for Phoenix Gaming. They will be on Soul Point after taking this Drake. And look at the goal difference. Around 11.3k goal difference right now between these two teams. Phoenix Gaming coming out on top over there. And I think Night Guy, as you said, will be having nightmares about this Silas and about what this Silas has done to him. He's going to make Night Guy question what he's been doing in this entire match. That just one TP into the turret. They could clearly see that Silas did have that Ashe arrow stolen. Maybe Night Guy maybe overlooked it a bit, maybe did not understand what might happen to him if he completes the TP over there. Nothing that he could be doing. Does go down, and it looks like Phoenix Gaming is slowing down the pace a bit over here, and ROT are looking to maybe go in for this Vladimir at the top side. They're just grouping a lot over there, but there's nothing ROT can be doing over here, because if they try to go for any of the next objectives, if they try to go for that fight, someone can just go into base and end it over there. Q2 also does have his TP. If they put a deep ward for the side of Phoenix Gaming, he can even attempt to try to go for a backdoor. The minions are pushing into their base.
And this is where the draft is coming into play as well. So every single fight we're seeing the catches. You just need to land one CC, either the Jarvan CC or the Leona CC, and that champion is permanently locked up and you just cannot escape. So last fight as well, the Jarvan knocks off lands. Even if the ADC uses the flash, there is just no running away from the follow-up CC that is there for the side of Phoenix Gaming. And a good draft has enabled them to be in this situation. And they are looking at this final tier 3 turret in the top side. Now Ashe Arrow will connect, but there is no other engage. So like, okay, what else? A huge Vladimir ultimate actually onto the side of Reign of Terror. Everyone going down so low. Booyah will snipe away Vortex from the background. Or Toxic when I'm trying to do as much as he can, but he is looking like a small puppy, not a scary hound. He will go down there as well. 3 members down in the waiting screen, grey screen for the side of Reign of Terror, and Phoenix Gaming are going to take down the Reign of Terror Nexus and take away this first game in the first semi-final in the best of 3. and they will go up 1-0. And honestly, this was not even close. It was like systematic,
definitely not.
complete disintegration of Reign of Terror coming on by the side of Phoenix Gaming. And boy, if Phoenix Gaming continue to show this same performance in the next one, it's just gonna be a quick 2-0. I'm afraid Reign of Terror need to group up and bring out something else. And just hats off to Phoenix Gaming. You see the best team from Sri Lanka showing their experience, and right from the get-go, right from the draft, it was just looking like Phoenix Gaming's game to win, and they have delivered absolute domination in all departments coming out by the Sri Lankans, and they take down Reign of Terror and go 1-0 up in this series.
Yeah, definitely, and it does come back down to that draft, right? The draft has so much CC just built into it. You get caught by one thing, there is no escaping. You're just gonna keep on getting caught time and time again. You get off one thing, you flash one CC, you get caught by another CC. There's nothing that you can be doing there. And with that, guys, we'll be looking at the crucial moments of this matchup.
Jumping into the crucial moments, initially, yeah, Hydra bullying Venom again and again, and he got this first blood. There's such a sloppy first blood to give. I don't know what Venom is thinking there. There's no reason to just stand and tank so much damage. And then we had this extended team fight in the bot lane where actually Reign of Terror ended up getting 2 kills for themselves. So bot lane wise, they were doing pretty fine, but as we will see, the Silas just gets so far ahead that Ash is not able to play the game anymore. And another thing is, I think I just do not agree with any of Ash's summoner spells as well as the rune. First of all, you're building attack speed. Why are you not getting the lethal tempo? And second, you're playing against the Leona. I think you should be running that cleanse. That should be doing a lot more value-wise compared to this barrier, because once you get locked up with the Leona, there's just no escaping. At least if you have a cleanse, you have an opportunity to create some space. So Vortex, although did play well mechanically in the lane, just made a lot of bad decisions in the setup for his champion, and was left behind by Booya's Jhin. He completely took over towards the later stages of the game. He was doing so much damage, and Toxic Venom was a non-factor as well. Did not have the opportunity to do anything at all. And my guy, Night Guy, needs to wake up. Hey, someone tell him it's not the time.
That guy's gone 99, bro.
Yeah. He needs to really step up in the second game, because Q2 just has his phone number in his back pocket and he is spam calling him. And this Silas was the game changer. You already see 16 minutes and he is 4-0 up, goes 5-0 before going down to Shaikan. And the Shaco did not do anything as well. So they picked up a lot of solo queue sort of champions, their comfort picks. Not a solid game plan coming out of Reign of Terror, and they end up paying. And Phoenix Gaming.
And this fight over here, like you said, if that Ash had the cleanse over here, cleanses out, flashes out, this fight never actually happens over there. But as you said, with that barrier, nothing you can do over there. And Ari, Night Guy, flash for flash here by the Silas and the Ari. Silas still coming out on top over there, getting everything that he needs, gets the kill, secures the Baron for his team. And I think this was where you understood that Phoenix Game are just gonna slowly push it all the way in. Nothing RD, and this TP by the Ari, not realizing the Silas had stolen the Ash ultimate arrow over there. Just instantly gets melted after getting stunned under her own turret. There, nothing you can do. Ash again flashing away, popping the barrier, but the barrier won't save you from anything over there. Especially after your flash, you have nothing to get out of that Jarvan pit. Even if you had cleanse also at that point, just your mistake of what you should be doing at what point over there leads to her downfall. So as you said, I think the Ash went for that early game kind of rune set build. She did win that rune set build earlier, but in the later on extended team fights, she does not do as much because no lethal tempo, no extended adaptive damage basically coming out. Nothing you can do. Toxic Venom was also negligent in this fights. He was absolutely minuscule compared to the rest. As you said, not a big doggy, a tiny little puppy over there. Nothing you can do. This Shaco pick, we were contemplating it about a lot in the draft pick. Did not pay out the way that they wanted it to be. That being said, Phoenix Gaming 1 up over ROT over here. 20 kills to the 8 kills. 13k goal difference by the end of it. And I think the most dominating part of it, 11 towers to nothing over here.
Yeah, that is insane. Insanity. So Reign of Terror completely outclassed in every single department, and it was not even close. Big ups to Phoenix Gaming. They brought out their A game, and they are not here to mess around. They just want to finish this series, be done with it quick, and they only have their eyes on the grand finals, I feel. So let's see if ROT have the answer. They have to win 2 games in a row if they want to stop this onslaught of Phoenix Gaming. Let's see if they can have that revenge game, but boy, what they showed was not it. Now for the Sri Lankan boys, it's just a matter of one more game. They have 2 chances, but I'm pretty sure they will not be looking forward to go into game 3. They will be looking to close this one out a clean 2-0. I mean, why would they not be that confident? Because they showed us in this game what they can do, and soon we will be looking into the MVP, who is the crucial MVP for this game. And every single person in the side of Phoenix Gaming actually did have a good showing. We'll have a look at the damage graphs first, and as you see, this Vladimir was getting so many free hits. I think this is just so skewed. Half of this damage is just by auto attacking and queuing that Nasus, who was just not paying any attention to him, and towards the end you give a free lane to the Vladimir just becomes a monster, and that's what happened with the combination with the Jarvan and the Leona. Is just so hard for them to escape. Now the Jarvan, it may seem like he did nothing. He has only 6,000 damage, but the utility that he provided, the catch that he provided, that is equal to like this 30,000 damage that Vladimir did, honestly. And great game coming out by the side of Phoenix Gaming, and we will be jumping into the crucial MVP for this match, who is gonna be drum roll, and we have Q2 on this Silas. Who had any doubts, goes 10-2-4. Had so many solo kills onto the Ahri, made Ahri a complete non-factor in this game. He did end up going into the bot lane, getting so many ganks there as well, getting his bot lane ahead in that department. Got so many picks before objectives. Got this Ashe ultimate, using it to re-engage and off this. Q2 had a beautiful game. I think he'll be very happy with the performance that he just put up, and he'll be hoping to show the same in the upcoming game.
Yeah, absolutely. U2 had a dominant performance. Got those 2 early solo kills against his laner. That's just showing early dominance right there. He's just marking his territory. Because of that lead that he got there, he could go for so many crucial roams. He could get so many things done. Anytime he was meeting Night Guy was instantly being popped like a balloon. There was nothing Night Guy can do. Night Guy is going to have to honestly either change his pick, ban this Silas, or maybe just play a different way, because this definitely did not work for him. He has to wake up in their picks, and I think they definitely need to improve their draft for the side of ROT's side, right? As you said, a lot of solo queue type of picks over there, and then when you see Phoenix Gaming, like a well-oiled machine. And with that, guys, we'll be taking a small break before heading into game 2 of this best of 3 series, the first semifinals.
See you soon. Don't go anywhere.
And if you wanna be a millionaire, your own form of superhero, have matters in your own hands, and get away from all the zeros. Will you listen to the plan and all that it demands? Well, here's your chance. Focus on the good things, nothing on the bad. Forget all your needs, focus on the task. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it? And they say you're a long shot, maybe you should pass. Well, look down at yourself, show them what you have. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it? If you believe own form of superhero. Have a house in the center square and hear your name when the wind blows. Will you listen to the plan and all that it demands? I say again, woo! Focus on the good things, nothing on the bad. Forget all your needs, focus on the task. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it? If they say you're a long shot, maybe you should pass. Well, look down at yourself, show them what you have. Now are you ready for it? Now are you ready for it?
Spotlight, hot nights, glow red in the stoplight. I slay, big swerve, big will, rich taste. I serve, line up for the looks that kill. So rich it can make you ill. Don't choke on the diamond pill. Cheap lines, get a gag like ew. Go fetch, black collar, mad cash, high dollar. Just watch, don't follow, no smoke, get higher. Bad chicks if the world's on fire. Bow down to the golden strand. Get in line, I'm in high demand. Come close, yeah, I'll use what I can when I can. I will rate with a 1 to a 10. I will call if I want it again. Spotlight, hot nights, glow red in the stoplight. I slay, big swerve, big will, rich taste. I serve, line up for the looks that kill. So rich it can make you ill. Don't choke on the diamond pill. Cheap lines, get a gag like ew. Go fetch, black collar, mad cash, high dollar. Just watch, don't follow, no smoke, get that chicks if the world on fire. Bow down to the golden strand. Get in line, I'm in high demand. Come close, yeah, I'll use what I can when I can. I will rate with a 1 to a 10. I will call if I want it again. Bow down.
Trying not to hit the wall with my conscience. Take me out, take me over like a light switch. Anxiety had me stripped in defenseless. I'm about to crawl on my knees, I'm so religious. I need a minute to breathe, I'm just waiting to see it. Looking like, baby, come get the keys, making me a believer. Looking like,
Shadows are calling. The curtain is drawn. How far we have fallen. I'm out on the run. Live in the violence. Die by the sword. Deep in the fire. That's where darkness is born. Haunting my dreams. I see the signs. The darkness arise. I watch it all fall. I watch it all fall. I watch it all fall. I watch it all. We swore on our honor, and the light turned to black. We fight to the ending. There's no turning back. Live in the violence. Die by the sword. Deep in the fires. That's where darkness is born. Haunting my dreams. I see the sign. Let darkness arise. I watch it all fall. I watch it all fall. I watch it all. I watch it all.
Welcome back to the second game of this first semi-finals in Crucial by Micron presents iFlicks Community Clash, powered by Zotac, brought to you by none other than the Esports Club. And what a one-sided stomp that we just witnessed in the first game madness. Phoenix Gaming completely tearing apart Reign of Terror piece by piece and leaving no scraps. So Reign of Terrors really have to turn it around a complete 180 if they have any chance in this second game. The fear of elimination is also there, as again this is a single eliminator, no second chances. So let's see if that is a good pushing point for them, and for the side of Phoenix Gaming, just keep doing whatever they did in game 1 and they should be fine.
Yeah, honestly, Phoenix Gaming have been pushing it a lot. They've been winning every lane. They were just about losing only their bot lane a bit early on, but that also came around. The Jin came around. Git had some crucial team fights where he was the boss of those team fights essentially after all the CCs were going down on the carries of ROT. And we do have a change for the side of ROT here. We will not be having Final Cadence as a support. We'll be having Hallucination, Helu over here. And Fireball, what can you tell me about this player?
I mean, Hallucination and I go way back. I used to duo queue with him in good old Garena League of Legends action in late night 3 a.m. 4 a.m. duo queue madness over there. So he does play Thresh a lot. I think Thresh is his one trick, and I feel on Thresh he can be scary. Very hit or miss there as well. He goes a lot for these aggressive plays. He does not care if his team wants to follow up or not. He just wants everyone to be on the same page as him, so ends up dying a lot for that as well. But if he can get his Thresh, I think Phoenix Gaming should be wary of that. Let's see if they did their homework on that, but looking at the bans, like, they will let that one slide. They still give preference to this Amumu, Cho'Gath and Malzahar ban. So again, why change something if it is not broken? From the side of Reign of Terror, it will be the Echo and the Camille again, and this time they changed it around. They will take away the Silas. They do not want to be dealing with Q2 Silas anymore. Had the MVP performance there, so last time they did take down the Kaisa, and this time it's open, and Phoenix Gaming will be like, thank you very much, we will pick that Void Lady up for ourselves.
Yeah, now because of that pressure that Silas showed in that first game, I think Night Guy suddenly told his team, guys, I think we need to ban this Silas. That Silas is not what we want. And instead of that Silas last time, they did ban that Kaiser. Now because of that, the first pick for Kaiser. And as we talk about that, I think that Halo will be getting his Thresh over here. That Thresh has been locked
Not
in.
surprised at all.
Yeah, I am
I
not
mean,
surprised at all.
Another thing to notice is Thresh itself is not a great champion. I mean, whatever Thresh can do, there are so many other champions that can do it better. If you want catch, you can just go with the Leona or the Nautilus. If you want to peel, again, you have the Braum. So Thresh like a mixed bag of everything. But again, players who have mastery on this champion, they can do things that other players cannot. So let's see what Hallucination can do. He has like an absurd amount of points. I don't know, he's sitting at like 6-7 million points on Thresh. So this, if talk about one tricks, and Halo and Thresh is just like a love story. So this time Phoenix Gaming will take the Braum for themselves. Kaisa and Braum, such a solid lane. I mean, Kaisa can just stack up that passive so quickly with her auto attacks. And this time the Jarvan hover is not there. Looking at the Nidalee, so the Shaiba is like, enough CC and support duty for me, put me on a carry jungler. He does end up taking the Nidalee, feeling confident. He's be like, it's my time to carry now, guys. Will take the Nidalee for himself. So first 3 picks for Phoenix Gaming, pretty solid. The Kaisa, the Braum and the Nidalee, answered by the Thresh, the Maokai, which I am assuming is gonna go in the top, the jungle. It can be top lane as well,
It's
but
a flex
we'll
as
just
we know.
have to
Yeah,
see.
it can go
They
anywhere.
will reply with Jinx. So Jinx a pretty good counter to the Kaisa. Jinx, one of the top ADCs now as well. Forgot to mention it in the previous draft. Jinx and Thresh can be a very dominant lane. A hook into the chompers and just fire away with the rockets. So happy with the pick over there. Solid bot lane again coming out for both the sides, but I still feel because of the Braum, Thresh loses a lot of his value. Braum can just block the hooks and the follow-up damage coming on by the Jinx, and I think Booyah and Hendrik should feel pretty comfortable in that lane right there. Going into the second phase of the bans, they take away the Vladimir as well. So again, Reign of Terror changing up the draft based on the first game that they played, taking away the Vladimir as well as the Silas. Phoenix Gaming will keep the bans same. Will take down Venom's Mordekaiser. Do not want to be playing against that, and let's see what they round out of their bans with.
Yeah, and they rounded off with the same ban. They have the same exact 5 bans they did in the beginning game. They were getting also banned now. But interestingly, Reign of Terror banning out this Talon also. Maybe knowing that Q2 likes to maybe go for this Talon if his Silas does get banned. So maybe a bit more targeted over there. I honestly do like a Vortex maybe picking up this Jinx, much more of a hyper carry instead of that CC kind of thing with that Ashe, right? And hopefully he does. A Victor coming out over here for Night Guy in the mid lane. He's like, I will now be the one who can poke down my enemies at this point. Try to go for that against Q2 in that mid lane. And can this be? No, there is no way, right? We don't see a Zed coming out for Q2 over here. Will he go for this? But if he does go for this, they have a very squishy comp for the side of Phoenix Game, and he does lock in the Zed. The Zed has been locked in here. If he gets early advantage against Victor, which is hard to do, he can pretty much annihilate him as soon as he hits that level 6. But it's going to be hard for him to reach.
The Victor will have the speed and the shield from the Q, will put down his W instantly as soon as the Z ults him as well. I'm pretty sure Victor is having much more wave clear compared to the Z as well. I have my doubts, and I'm not sure about this Z pick right here. So the other picks as well, you're not gonna assassinate a Maokai, you're not gonna assassinate the Thresh, even the Victor. It's a little hard for the Z to, all into. And the Darius there, Phoenix Gaming. Now it looks like Phoenix Gaming are the one who have more like a solo queue composition. No clear engage, no clear combination. I can't even call them a catch pick as of such, because they don't have any
CC
hard
also.
engage. They just have the Brom, which will provide a disengage, but very hard for Phoenix Gaming to actually start the fights. And I'm not very happy with Phoenix Gaming's draft right now, but Reign of Terror, like, they lock in the Vayne top. Now I've not seen Venom play that all so much. We have just seen him play all these bruiser sort of champions in the Darius, in the Mordekaiser, the Nasus, Cho'Gath. So this is going to be interesting. A complete change in playstyle for him in the top lane. Vayne against the Darius. Now nobody likes to play against a Vayne top, right? You just look at that, feel disgusted, and I'm pretty sure Hydra will be like yelling at his screen. I was like, oh, okay, I have to deal with this now.
Yeah, it's a good, pretty counter matchup for that top lane. Hydra will be a bit more frustrated than he was, like when he was on that Vlad, when he could be doing that, poke damage from afar. Now Venom is like, now it's my chance to be doing that. Honestly, do not understand Phoenix Gaming's comp. Like, as you said, only that Braum pretty much is their only CC they have. They've gone for damage heavy pretty much comp over here. This, unless Shaiba gets fed early on, it's pretty hard for him also to snowball up against anything. Plus with Reign of Terror, Shaikan now opting to go for a more standard jungler that you see. We do see a lot of Maokai supports, but Maokai jungle is also pretty strong, and he'll have pretty good engages. Plus with the Thresh hook, and there are two carries from behind in the form of the Vayne and Jinx. So it's going to be interesting what kind of playstyle they go for. Are they going to go more aggressive early on? But I honestly think unless Phoenix Gaming does go for more aggressive early on kind of play, they will not be able to win this matchup with the draft they've gone for, unless they go for certain pick-offs.
Yeah, definitely. Reign of Terror, at least they have a clear-cut plan. They have a pretty high pick potential with the Maokai W and the Thresh hook. So they have their ways and their resources. They have a lot of damage coming on by the side of the Jinx, Vayne, and the Victor. So Reign of Terror will be fancying their chances in this one. Definitely looks like they have won out the draft from their side. Q2 had an MVP performance on the Silas, so let's see what he can do on this Zed. They are... I mean, there is a mix of magic damage. The Nidalee will do some magic damage. The Kai'Sa can build AP as well, so I'm not gonna say they are full AD. So opportunities are there. There are a lot of squishies in the side of Reign of Terror. The Zed can just jump onto the Vayne, onto the Jinx at least, and let's see if Night Guy can play it well. If played well, I really don't think a Victor should be dying to the Zed because of the movement speed and the shield that he gets. And so after this draft, I'm not so sure. Phoenix Gaming, they had such a good composition in the first game. They picked such great team fight sort of champions, and they played to their strength as well, and because of their draft itself, I think they won out most of the mid to late game. This time again, let's see if they are more comfortable on these picks, and let's not write them off just based on the champion select. Let's see what the Shy Boy and Q2 can bring out. Q2 off of a great Silas performance. Let's see what he can do on this Zed. I mean, again, everyone loves to see a Zed as well. Flashy plays and jumping shadows left, right, and center.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Faker matchup, the one that crazy that Faker's the moves, it's Faker, that kind of play that he went for. So as you know, the Zed very flashy. Q2 probably going to be looking for more roams early on, right? Because as you said, it's going to be hard for him to pin down Victor if Victor plays it properly, right? If he puts that gravity on as soon as ultimate Zed probably couldn't do anything plus the shield. But honestly, I think Night Guy is a bit shaken right now given what happened in the first match with him, right? Unless he can shake off like kind of what happened with him over there, it's going to be hard for him to do anything here. So it might be some mental games also going on, but honestly I think Phoenix Gaming, because they won the first game, they may be taking it a bit too lightly in the second game and trying to go for more fun type of picks or whatever they think they are their best champs instead of going for the overall team kind of composition.
So let's just jump into the second game of the first semi-final. So Phoenix Gaming already came in now. Oh god, there's gonna be a straight up
It's
fight.
a brawl.
Thresh Hulk will connect, but there is a Brom level 1. The stacks connect, and Hallucination will start the game with a death. Shaikan gets stunned up with the Brom again. You do not want to be running into 5 members in a bush. And Phoenix Gaming getting the dream start already. 1 kill onto the Nidalee, 1 kill onto the Kaisa. Kaisa will start the lane with an extra dagger and a control ward. Decides to go for that and not the extra longsword. So interesting over there. I would have picked the longsword. But again, I guess you have the Brom, more attack speed, quicker stack application over there.
Yep.
But yeah, Reign of Terror already just right off the bat, starting the game essentially 2 kills down.
Yeah, and Halo being welcomed into a game with the first death of the match. You'd like to say that he is type of an aggressive kind of Thresh, did go in there, it went a bit too deep, right? His team was not backing him up over there because of that Shakeout also falls off towards the end of it. So the Nidalee and Kaiser starting off 1 kill in advantage. Nidalee will now be going for her camps in bot side. Both junglers starting in the bot side of the map. And as you could predicted, Night Guy is pressuring a bit onto Q2 in the mid lane.
They've already started the lane 1 kill down. They had to give the leash as well. Endrick and Booyah did not. They are getting the level 2 advantage. They will get level 2 as soon as this minion goes down. Immediate aggression coming on. The Q actually connects onto the Vortex Jinx right there. But the follow-up hook is there from Hallucination. But just the level 1 bot lane for the side of Reign of Terror will not be able to follow that one up. Good trading coming on, but Vortex actually doing well not to blow his barrier or flash to run away, and already the pressure from this Kaisa starting to show.
Yeah, definitely. And excellent engage by the Braum earlier on, recognizing they're hitting that level 2 forward, jumps forward, hits the Q, onto the Jinx. If one more hit hits the Jinx, that passive would have proc. I think he has to burn something. And this time we get a replay of those initial moments of this matchup, right? The hook into the Thresh, going into that push, dying. Shakeout a little too slow behind his back over there. Gets picked off like the runt of the litter over there. Nothing he could do. Has a late kind of start. Needs that leash from his team, giving his bot lane also a worse kind of start in the form that they get the XP later on compared to the bot side of Phoenix Gaming. And in the meantime, in the mid lane, Night Guy is pressuring Q2 quite a bit, but this Bane is not pressuring the Darius that much top right now at this moment.
Yeah, Darius with the Doran shield will block a lot of damage from the auto attacks, but still with the range advantage, I think Vayne should be doing well. Now Darius is rushing those plated steel caps as you would expect against the Vayne top, and Toxic Venom is gonna be having a tough time against that. Now Q2 going aggressive onto Night Guy will proc the Thunderlord's Decree, or I mean the...
Execution. Electrocute. My bad, we both screwed up.
Still living in season 5, pardon me.
Yep.
But then nothing comes off of that. CS numbers looking decent all across. I mean, top lane you would just expect the Vayne to build up a massive lead against the Darius, and that is what is happening. Now Halo going dangerously low, the hook connects, but it is just the Braum, so they do not follow that one up. Halo just one auto attack away from the Braum stack. The spears are just connecting left and right for the Shy Boy, feeling so confident. Another spear, Halo forced to block that one up. Now Halo finds himself alone, but Shy Boy being very greedy will get caught up with the Maokai and the Thresh, but now the Braum is there to provide some support. Not gonna be enough. The Jungle Cat will find herself in the
one more hit.
Yep. That flash looked very funky. I don't know if that was a bug or what, but it does not matter.
Kind of looked like he flashed in place, right?
Yeah. Did end up getting the kill, gets the double buffs for himself. So a lot of action going on, and Q2 is has taken down Night Guy quietly in the mid lane, gets a solo kill for himself. Now Phoenix Gaming already 4 kills to 1 in this game, 1,500 goal lead at 5 minutes, and are we looking at a repeat of game 1 already?
I think this is looking more deadly than game 1, given what they got as their starting, right? And at the same time, Q2 and Night Guy having to burn that flashes in. They traded flashes in the mid lane with Q2 even getting the kill on Night Guy. He did hit level 6 before Night Guy, but opted not to take that to his advantage over there. And even though we thought the winning lane for ROT would be the top side, Darius is pretty much holding his own, right? CS wise as well as lane push wise, he is not backing down. And you could see Booyah and Hendrik also being pushed back a bit, but Booyah did manage to pick up another kill additional to his minute 1 kill that he also got. So excellent start for the Kaiser over here. So it's looking very detrimental for ROT at this point. They are around 1.5k behind in goal, and the grubs also being picked up for Phoenix Gaming without a challenge and without an exchange for that dragon in the bot side for ROT. So it looks like Maokai is heading towards that side right now, but I think it might be a little too late.
Too late. So Shaika not realizing that he is losing the grubs on the top side, he can go in the bot. His bot lane is pushed up as well. I think that was the opportunity. But now we see Brom and the Zed going in towards that river. They flash forward actually from Hydra will get the win. The spear misses, so that just means Toxic Venom can flash away if the spear had connected. I think we were looking at a kill from the Vayne. So Flash being burnt actually by this Darius. Unfortunately, Shy Boy missing the important spear. Will trade the Flash onto Toxic Venom at least. Now Q2 will help himself with a plate in the mid lane. Reinoters have started this dragon up because they did spot Shy Boy in the top lane. So first dragon will go towards the side of Reign of Terror and should go uncontested.
Yeah, and even though it is a delayed dragon, they do still pick it up for their advantage given what they saw Shy Boy gameplay.
Oh,
And
now
looks like
we're
they're going
looking
for a
at
dive.
Darius is tanking the turret. Shy Boy will help himself with the kill secure over there. Good dive coming on, good juggling of the turret aggro. They realized Venom was without a flash and without a teleport is gonna be losing so much off of that. And I think he is pretty much over in the lane for him at least. The Darius will get his items and is already not taking any damage because of his Ninja Tabais and the Doran shield. So Q2 will help himself with another kill. Night Guy, this is not the series that he will be looking.
The Shaikan is here to probably get a trade, does get the trade onto him over there. And Night Guy is having a repeat basically of game 1 where he's getting solo killed again and again. It's already 2 solo kills in the span of 9 minutes, 8.5 minutes to be more precise. And only because Shaikan is close by, there is a trade of that kill over there. Otherwise, that would have been a 1 for nothing. It becomes a 1 for 1 by good placement of Shakan, good positioning from him. And the bot side, as you can see, CS is pretty much equal. Kaiser is up in kills, but is not pressuring too much for the bot side. Jinx is down in mana, trying to look for maybe some plants in the river to get her mana back. At the same time, we can see both top laners don't have their flashes up right now, but Toxic Venom does have the ghost up right now, so he's feeling that he can be free hitting over here, gets that wave pushed in onto the Darius over there, and it looks like our observer is having some fun with himself.
Yeah, the zooming in, the gank being seen by the side of Reign of Terror will just back away. Nothing comes out of that, and so Nidli will just push away Vortex, and Halo gives a free time for Booyah and Hendrik to farm away and push in that wave and look for a recall. In the top lane again, Hydra is now zoning Toxic Venom so much. Every time Toxic Venom tries to come in for a CS, Hydra is showing his big presence and trying to zone as much as he can. Has the level advantage, has the CS advantage, and he's just winning lane hard at this point. And again,
oh, Night Guy, not again.
Third solo kill. Night Guy is just getting gapped. It's not even a matter of decisions. He's just straight up getting Omega gapped in the mid lane. Like a 6th, 7th
And I
solo
think
kill
Shaikan
across
is also
2 games.
dead over here. There's nowhere
Shaikan
for him to go.
good.
He's already burned that flash. And he does also go
yeah.
down.
10 minutes into the game, 8 kills to 2. Now Booyah looking to do damage onto the Jinx as well. Will use his barrier to just stay healthy. Now Halo is here. The play connects. Let's see if the hook is there. Hook being dodged by the side of Booyah. Fancy feat over there. Lot of damage actually. The exhaust being cleansed away. Now Booyah, does he have his ultimate? He does. Just use it. Go on the thresh and finish
He
the
does
kill.
not.
You have the flash as well. Like he was doing so well in that fight initially.
Yeah.
Almost 2v1 them and just did not use his ult. I thought.
Yeah, I
like, the
think he was
play
just
about
focused
to
so
come.
much on movement. Yeah, it was such good movement by him, right? He was dodging legit everything. If, as you said, he just maybe forgot. I think he just forgot that his ultimate is up. He could have honestly gone for that thresh, got that free pick over there, and maybe just gone 1-for-1. Even maybe
I mean,
has the
not
flash
even
to
one
go
for
off
one, has
of
the
that,
flash
right?
away,
Yeah, flash.
yeah.
Gets away
What
from
looked
it.
like
So
a great play completely turned opposite for Booyah right there. Will not be happy with that one in the WOD review. So like
we get to see a replay of it too.
Mr. Fancy Feet doing so much, gets a great cleanse onto the exhaust. Well, now Thresh is his 2 auto attacks. Why won't you just ult onto him? You get away from the range of the Jinx as well if you ult. I mean, it's okay. We can go over micro decisions all day long.
Here,
Now,
Toxic Venom is in
Hydra
trouble.
Will look to go on to Venom.
Huh?
Flash. Okay,
Venom?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate and I'm gonna tell exactly what Venom was trying to do. So he was trying to flash from the 3rd bush back into the 2nd bush so that it looks like he flashed away, but yeah, did not work out. Will end up losing the kill right there, but at least in the bot lane some reply is coming. Great hook actually. Gank from Shaikan ends up giving 2 kills for the side of Reign of Terror. But in the top lane, Toxic Venom loses his flash, loses his ultimate, goes down. Darius gets the first turret as well, and he is a big boy in that top lane right now. Very, very scary to go against, and in the mid lane again. This should not be happening. Night Guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unfortunate. I feel is completely gapped, and this is just a skill issue.
Yeah, it might be skill issue, might be him. Also, his mental's a little down from the first game, right? Where he was over and over. Maybe he's just doubting himself a lot, given how he's been playing. He has been doing some very big missteps in this matchup as well, because he should be at this point not letting the Zed go on him. Anytime now, at this point, if he meets the Zed can annihilate him. How far ahead Zed is right now. Already has that Eclipse, already looking for, has that shield when he goes in with him, right? At the same time, Toxic Venom in the top side, try to go for that fancy play, as you said, from the 3rd bush to the 2nd bush, try to flash, maybe juke him out that way, but unfortunately did not work out for him. So it kind of looks a bit funny from a viewer's perspective at the end of the day if you don't understand what kind of play he was trying to go for. And now the gold lead a bit swelling for Phoenix Gaming. They are 3.2k gold up right now. The bot side is pushing in. The Dragon does go to Phoenix Gaming at this point because of the pressure they had applied around that. Maokai did have to back, so he was not nearby to even try to go for a steal or prevent it. So tougher times for ROT, but it was looking even worse given how the state of the initial part of the game was.
Soul that we will be fighting towards 1 dragon each. The only winning side, like not even clearly winning, but the only positive side is the bot lane for the side of Reign of Terror. The Jinx has completed her Infinity Edge already. Now Vortex again has gone for the PTA. Someone tell this guy there is lethal tempo in the game. Now Halo will have to unfortunately be the one face checking that, so Zed will take down Halo to half his HP, will not burn his ultimate for the Thresh, and that just allows Booyah and Hendrik to push in this wave yet again. and get some damage onto the turret. Now actually might be looking at a dive angle, but Night Guy is there to provide some sort of relief for Reign of Terror, but as he's doing that, just allows Q2 to get more push into the mid lane and get another wave denied for the Victor.
Yeah, so Victor recognizing that if he probably goes to lane right now, he is going to get smacked around again. Try to go for a little bit of a gank in the bot side, but probably walked over vision because Booyah and Hendrik were anyway backing away. But look at this, the driving is being done in the mid lane, and that's mid tier 1 does go down to the Rift Herald and the driving of the middle lane. Same time, Halo is hooking the Braum in, not recommended over there. Halo probably does go down, but just survives by the skin of his teeth.
Just cleanse the exhaust, you would have gotten a kill over there. So these micro decisions costing Booyah a lot. He already missed a kill in the earlier fight by not using his ultimate, and now he could have cleansed this exhaust and would have gotten the damage to follow it up, but does not matter. His team ends up getting the 2 kills regardless. Flash forward from the Nidalee will secure 1 kill, and Q2 does get a kill of his own. Not before he gets shut down by the Maokai. So not the worst person to give your shutdown to. You would always prefer the Maokai to get it over the Victor or the Vayne or the Jinx. So I don't think he'll be too bothered about that, and on the back of that they get the final tier 3 turret in the bot lane as well. The entire map has been opened up. 16 minutes and we're already looking at a 6,000 goal lead, and Phoenix Gaming are just running away with it. Now Night Guy, if he did not have enough of the Z, now there's a Darius on his butt. It's a pretty cool anime posture to get.
I think Hydra's going down here. He's being run down by the entire side of ROT.
Deep into
maybe a bit of a
territory,
misstep.
having a little naughty fun against the poor 0-3 Victor will end up going down. Gives away a big shutdown to Toxic Venom actually. Now even though you smacked him around in lane, you will get scaled off against Vayne, so do not want to be making more mistakes like that one.
Yeah, but if you're the Vayne, you don't want to be near this Z right here.
We can just
but
jump back
condemn
to the
into the wall, but nothing you can do, honestly. You already took so much damage before the Z even went for that ult. Nothing the Vayne does at that point does matter. Z does hit a triple almost Q onto her.
Yeah.
So it puts her out of her misery, but at the same time, even though Toxic Venom is so far behind, he is still down that behind in CS compared to the Darius, right? He's only about 9 CS behind overall after he was being pressured so much. Then also just due to the advantage of him being a range champion at that point. But look at the pressure across the map for Phoenix Gaming right now. They're looking to set up this dragon also. Zed is a bit far away but does have the TP to come back if that fight does start around here.
Yeah, if we just have a look at the gold numbers, we'll see how far behind these carries are for the side of Reign of Terror in comparison with Phoenix Gaming. Like as you see, almost 2,000 gold in favor of Darius compared to the Vayne, and the only saving grace is in the bot lane. Jinx actually ahead 200 gold compared to the Kai'Sa. Look at the mid lane, 2,500 gold lead for the Zed, and it's just completely dominating that lane. Now both the teams are in a 5v5 situation. The Maokai ultimate is there. We're looking to start this catch composition. Now there will not be any follow-up. Now Toxic Venom gets exhausted up. The Braum stacks are ticking in. Night Guy flashes forward into his own death, and now they are going down like flies. Just a matter of seconds before the team collapses. They did end up getting Shy Boy though, so at least the jungler is Shy can be able to steal that one for themselves. There was no smite available for the side of Phoenix Gaming. Reign of Terror, they do get the dragon, but they will lose all 5 members. They get 3 kills in return though, so they get 3 kills and they get a dragon, but they lose all 5 members, and Darius goes 5-1-3.
Yeah, I think the most surprising of the fight was the Night Guy flash in, right? At 1
I
HP,
mean,
around 1
I have
health bar. He's
no idea what
flashing
is
in. I
going
don't
on.
know what's going through that man's brain at this point. I think he has been melted from the first game, I think so. He is playing like he's a man who has nothing to lose, as he's doing crazy, crazy plays over here. He is 0-4-4 right now. He is struggling a huge amount against this Z opposite, right? Q2's even taking the jungle camps of Shaikan at this point. They're just completely map dominant. As you said, it was a 3-4-5 with Phoenix Gaming coming out on top, plus the Dragon going for ROT. I don't understand how this Dragon does end up in ROT's favor,
I mean, yeah,
given
because
that,
Shy Boy was dead
yeah,
and
he was
Shaikan
dead.
was they had the smite, so he just walked in, smited the dragon like.
Walked away.
Thank you. At least they got something for that. But yeah, I don't think they will be very happy with that. So almost 7,000 gold deficit in 20 minutes. They are getting this vision down near the Baron pit, and they will be looking to start that one up. Night Guy does not have the teleport. Q2 has, so he can keep pushing this bot lane, and they can start pressuring this Baron side while the Z gets these pushes in the bot lane.
Yeah, definitely. They can be doing it. They have set up around the Baron. Once Night Guy gets spotted in the bot lane, I think they maybe try to start the Baron over here. Given Night Guy does not have TP, Q2 does have the TP advantage for fights. But instead, they're trying to maybe look for a gank onto this mid side over here. Look at Niddle. He's dangerously positioned himself over there. They think better of it. Let them just walk away. The bot side of RT do walk away. Vortex is half HP, choosing to back here instead. And because of the back and the damage they put in the mid lane, they understand that Baron is free for the taking. There is no vision for ROT right now. So I think Phoenix Gaming gets this for free. But look at this. Shaikan is walking around. That
Jinx
huge
Rocket
Jinx
actually
Rocket.
doing a lot of damage. Endrick going down dangerously low to lethal HP. Now Hydra will do as much as he can to keep Shaikan away from the Baron pit, but he is 1v4 essentially. So the Baron actually does go down. Now Toxic Venom, will he bleed to his death? One more tick and he actually ends up getting the kill. So Hydra gets 1-for-1 in a 4 against 1 situation, making sure Phoenix Gaming secure the Baron there as well. A huge win coming on for the side of Phoenix Gaming, and great macro once again, and it looks like gonna be more of the same for Mr. Night Guy. Goes good night, and it's just smooth sailing yet again for Phoenix Gaming, and this game is theirs for the taking.
Yeah, honestly, if they don't have any hiccups or any missteps at this point, I think they can slowly just macro their team right now of IoT, and they have so much pressure across the map. They do have the Baron buffs coming up. They're looking maybe for pressure in that mid tower right now. And as you said, Hydra was 1v4 in that bush, trying to prevent the side of IoT from reaching that Baron. Does go down, but it still manages to take Toxic Venom down to that bleed over there. Venom could not walk away unscathed from that, does give up his life at the same time. And now he is looking a bit behind in the CS factors. But the main CS differential is in that mid lane with Q2 pretty much dominating, but we're going to have to hold that up.
Great hook on to the Braum, but it is just the Braum, so they use the Maokai engage onto the Braum as well, putting in a lot of resources. Finally he goes down, so they will get that one pick at least, but using a lot of ultimates to take down just the support from the side of Phoenix Gaming, and at least, well, something is better than nothing. They did get the Braum pick. Meanwhile, in the top lane, this is just Venom can't even stay in lane against this guy, and we have to wonder what went wrong, because this Vayne was the last pick. They picked it as a counter pick for VXC Toxic Venom, but it is just not working out. The flame now connects onto the Niddly. The follow-up hook is not gonna land, and it's just looking rough for Reign of Terror.
Yeah, and Reign of Terror have to fall back. That's a Night Guy flash away from Q2, but Q2 might be
forward
out
hook
over
actually
here.
connects onto the Z. Great catch there by Hallucination, but unfortunately will miss the flay, so that just means Q2 can just run away. Will get ended up rooting, and the free Jinx ultimate will follow it up. Huge shutdown for the Jinx. Now Vortex is getting quite ahead, but his entire team is falling apart beside him, and blue team will just help themselves with this dragon and be on their way.
Yeah, now because of that dragon, now both teams are equal in dragon numbers. A good catch out onto Q2, but they had to burn so much for it. The Maokai ultimate is down for quite a while here. Vortex having to flash
Flash
away.
forward, the
Darius
Brom
force-
stacks are
Good
there.
night, Jinx.
They will not let that flashless Jinx escape from their grasp, and now with Vortex going down, there's not much damage from the side of Reign of Terror. Hook will connect again, but it is just the Braum, the Maokai, W being used up as well. Shaikan being used. Shaikan forced to flash away and using again a lot of resources for the Braum, who does not go down as well. And now they are pressuring the base.
Yeah, I think the only member that can maybe try to catch out some of these teamfights is that Braum, right? He's the only one who is potentially being caught out, getting hooked, and he's doing it good, right? He is preventing any of his other teammates from getting hooked, so amazing job being done by Endring at this point. Braum also having to flash after that exchange, but Shaikan's flash is down. He cannot flash onto any of the carries from the side of Phoenix Gaming in the next few teamfights, but there, the silver lining here is it's a bit of a time before any of the objectives do come up, so they don't have to force any fights right now for the side of ROT. They just have to play a bit of defense, right? There's nothing that they can do, just farm up a bit, and this does help the hyper carries get towards that late game kind of era. Like maybe if Toxic Venom gets a bit more stronger, I think it'll be hard for him and Jinx to be killed unless targeted by that Zed. And Q2 is looking to go for these extensive split push kind of plays, and look at the side of ROT. They're trying to look towards the bot side, but I don't think they can be catching Q2 over there. And Q2 has been having an amazing series, right? He has been showing the difference in the skill between Q2 between him and Night Guy right now. And Night Guy, honestly, the less said about him, the better at this point. He has been doing some very questionable plays. The way he has been playing even the mid, giving it up early on, those two solo kills early on, I do not know what this guy is doing.
I mean, even looking at the late game stage, I think if you're 10,000 gold behind or 11,000 gold behind at 26 minutes, you realistically cannot stall that much. For the side of Reign of Terror also, there is not, I mean, they have wave clear in the Victor, and okay, the Jinx has the Runan Hurricane. They do have the wave clear to stall it out, but the Zed, the Darius, they're just so dominant right now. It's gonna take a lot of turtling. They basically just cannot leave their base at all, and they pray to whatever god that exists that they take this and drag this as long as they can. Let the Vayne scale up. The Jinx is already at a pretty good spot, has the 3 items completed, has built the Mortal Reminder as well, and Night Guy having a nightmare again. Just that one item, not even the completed Zonias on him yet. Shaikan is pretty tanky, but tanks are not gonna be a problem for this Darius to cut down, and the Kaisa actually has finished 3 items there as well, has all the 3 upgrades. Phoenix Gaming is just looking like cruise control for them. A minute and a half for the Baron to spawn. I think they will be looking to fight for that and just completely take over the game. I think it should just take one Baron for them to finish this series 2-0.
Yeah, honestly, I think they're just looking for that, just stalling a bit of time for that. But main other talking point is that top lane, right? The Darius versus the Vayne. As you said, the Vayne was a counter pick to the Darius, and he was not hard winning lane at all. It was basically even in numbers until some ganks from Shaiba. Shaiba even missed his spear in one of the ganks that allow Vayne to get away scot-free. Even though Shaikan also did come a bunch to the top side to gank Hydra, Hydra was aware so much that he always dodged the ultimate of Shaikan when he was coming. So he cruised through that and he put a lot of pressure on Venom. And as you said, I don't think we've seen Venom play much of Vayne, right? We've only seen him play Bruiser champions. Maybe not that comfortable on this champion compared to his other range of his champion pool.
Yeah, so Venom, I mean, this was the first time I've seen Venom play Vayne, honestly, and this is not his sort of a champion. I feel like he's more used to all these bruiser champions, as we touched upon in the champion select, and he is definitely not having a great game. I mean, none of these guys are having a great game. Maybe Vortex will be happy, but Shaikan was needed so much in the bot lane. Shaikan had to completely focus his attention towards this bot lane. They did end up getting the Jinx ahead, but Night Guy and Toxic Venom were just so far behind that this map has been
Night
taken away.
guy.
And
Ooh.
holy cow, damage coming on from
Dunk.
the side of Hydra.
Just absolutely erased from existence with that one ultimate by Hydra, right? And Naika is definitely not having at all of a fun series. 0, 6, and 5 right now. Even getting caught out by the Darius right now, even though he has more movement speed comparatively to what the Darius could do to him at that point. But look at this Halo going a bit aggressive and maybe going to be caught out over here. Shaikan might also go down with him.
From ultimate is there to follow up. Now Hydra did have his ultimate reset cooldown still available, so they do end up taking down them as well. Just before the Baron spawns, the jungler dies, the support dies, and it's gonna be a free Baron for the side of Phoenix Gaming, and off of that, this is definitely GG. I don't see absolutely any way for Reign of Terror to come back from this deficit. I mean, it's gonna take an Omega win trade almost for Phoenix Gaming to lose out from this situation.
Yeah, honestly, I think that was it. There's nothing more now. You die just before the Baron fight where your team is already kind of spread out across the map trying to defend your other lanes at this point. And now because of that, the pressure that they have with the Baron, almost all lanes are pushed in at this point. Top a bit behind and bot a bit behind, but the mid completely pushed up to the turret. And look at Hydra, he's going there. I don't think anyone, you cannot fight him unless you're 1v3 at this point. Given how tanky and how much of a big boy Hydra is right now, you can't fight him. And again, like I trying to go for the fight, but I think you're gonna get dunked on here, buddy. But Hydra does get caught up by the traps, gets hit by the Jinx rocket, but just gonna cruise, walk out of there, I think so.
Yeah, so a lot of resources being used to kill this Darius, but he will just walk away, and that just allows Phoenix Gaming to get the push in onto the mid lane there as well. But they do not end up getting the turret, so successfully defending the first wave of onslaught. Now they just have to continue to do this for another 2.5 minutes. Let's see if they are able to defend that one. Now Q2 will pressure this bot side. The bot lane will be pressuring the mid side, and now we see Hydra walking towards the top lane as well. So all three lanes are gonna be pressured with these Baron empowered minions, and Reign of Terror slowly and surely will be leaking damage and players, and let's see where the first tier 3 turret will fall.
Yeah, I'm predicting a bit towards his mid lane side.
Oh,
but look at that,
Q2
goes
going in onto the thresh, but will not be able to take him down. The exhaust buys so much time, but a full-on fight has broken down. All hell has broken loose. It's gonna be 2 kills for the side of Phoenix Gaming. Make that 3, make that 4, and it's gonna be a matter of seconds where it is gonna be 5. Toxic Venom trying to do as much as he can, but a single win against these 4 members is not gonna be enough. Flash forward onto the Vayne. The guillotine will not actually be able to take him down, but Vayne is just gonna look at the Nexus turrets fall in front of his eyes. Phoenix Gaming trying to have a little fun. Night Guy just completely disconnects from the game. Alt F4, he will be not fond of the VOD that will be up on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure he'll be like, wait, that was my brother playing on my account, that was not me.
That was
and
not
with
me.
that
You
being
have no
said,
proof.
Phoenix Gaming go 2-0 in this first semi-final, completely annihilating Reign of Terror. Absolute no point in the game, no point in the series was it looking like Reign of Terror had any sort of chance against these guys. Now Phoenix Gaming from Sri Lanka find themselves in the grand finals, where they will be going up against tomorrow's winners. So Phoenix Gaming from Sri Lanka is already initial tournaments for them, and first tournament and first grand finals, like, great work.
Yeah, amazing work from Phoenix Gaming. Complete domination in that mid lane. As you can see from Q2, he just pretty much put Night Guy out of the match completely, out of mental completely. That guy even disconnecting at the end. He was so done with this match. He does not want any wishes from this match, so he just continues going on. But the Darius in that top lane, another talking point. This man has brought so much aggro towards him, allowing his team to get objectives on the pretty much the other side is on the map. Nothing you can do to stop him. Even when he was stopping them from getting the Baron buff, he was 1v4, still takes down
Yeah, and he
Toxic
ended up
Venom
getting
with
one
him
kill.
before he goes out. Yep. Crazy stuff from him. And that's Phoenix Gaming winning the series 2-0, guys. They will be in the grand finals tomorrow. Unfortunately for Rain of Terror, that is the end of their competition. They are out, but they don't go empty-handed. They take 5k INR with them as their parting gift from this competition and hopefully show a better standing in future tournaments. And with
Yeah,
that,
so
we're going
let's
to be
have
heading
a-
into the crucial moments.
Crucial moments for this second game, and the only thing we're going to be looking at is Nightboy getting slapped around, is Toxic Venom getting slapped around, and just from the get-go, right, like level 1 there was just that failed invade coming on from the side of Reign of Terror, and it's just downhill from there. It wasn't even ups and downs, it was complete one-way traffic coming on from the side of Phoenix Gaming. And yeah, Reign of Terror will have to unfortunately tell goodbye. They will be securing that 5k prize pool as the 4th place team, and will not be happy, I'm pretty sure, with the performance that they put out. But a new roster, a lot of new faces in the side of Reign of Terror, and let's see if this new iteration can come back stronger in the next tournament that we will be having. But for now, it's gonna be it for the side of Reign of Terror, and for Phoenix Gaming, just great things ahead. They will be fighting in the grand finals for that 25,000 first prize place, and at least they have locked in the 15k INR. So the boys from Sri Lanka would be proud of themselves, and the job is not done yet though. They do have their grand finals best of 5 series day after tomorrow. And as we just look at the replays, it's just bot lane was the only place where Reign of Terror looked like they had any chance, right? And even that was not like any massive gap. It was just against the Kaisa. But the other side, the top half of the map, was just so completely fed. It did not matter for the Jinx. If you're playing ADC like a Jinx and there's a fed Zed against you, I mean, might as well just leave the keyboard and mouse right there.
Yeah, just give up at that point. There's nothing you can do. Not much protection you're getting, given that the rest of the team is dealing with the opponent team. And this flash Q by Night Guy over here, it's gonna haunt me today from what I've seen from this man. He has been making a bunch of. He wasn't looking as bad as he was in first game, right? He wasn't looking that bad. Maybe just a bit down and out at this point, and hopefully comes back stronger in future tournaments. But as we talk about that, it just keeps on going. The fights don't stop. They get the dragon here for this because the jungler is down for the side of Phoenix Gaming, but almost a clean ace. They did lose 3 members, but ace did matter a lot here for Phoenix Gaming. Get pushed in for ROT, and again this what we talked about, the Darius 1v4 over here just hits that guillotine on Venom before going down, and Venom because of that just bleeds to his death over there. Nothing you can do, and Night Guy getting caught out a bit again. And I think after that Baron that they took, the second Baron that they take, there's nothing you can do here for the side of our team.
Yeah, it was just Shai Khan and Helu are the only ones sitting in the bush there. I mean, what are you expecting? Even if you get a hook onto a member, what do you expect? Like the Maokai, the full tank Maokai is gonna kill the members. Like, so these decisions, they do not make sense at all. They do not have a carry at their backs. Why are you sitting there trying to set up a trap? They end up losing 2 members right before the Baron, and as soon as Phoenix Gaming got the second Baron, it was just game over. I mean, it was game over from level 1 already, but that just eliminated every single, if there was any sliver of doubt. And Phoenix Gaming showing a great series, and I'm pretty sure the other teams waiting in the second semi-finals would have been looking at this with a keen eye, and they will be sure to not underestimate Phoenix Gaming because of what we have just seen. So in the second game, 31 minutes is all it took. 28 kills to 15, again 11 turrets to 0. Reign of Terror in a cumulative 2 games did not get even a single turret off of Phoenix Gaming, and they ended up this game with a 17,000 gold deficit again. Reign of Terror, well, they were dominant in the previous tournaments when they had the other members, a lot of new faces now. They lost Potato Monster, they lost Copy, and this new iteration, well, I hope the 5 members stick together and practice together and come back stronger next time. For the side of Phoenix Gaming, just keep on doing what you just did, and who knows, we might be looking at our first international champion. So again, there are no Temple of Kings. There is no Temple of Kings in this tournament. There's just an open house, and Phoenix Gaming are knocking at the door of the champions room already.
Yeah, they already got 1 foot through that door, right? They're in that grand finals. They are ready for it. It will be a best of 5 day after tomorrow. But before that, we will be having semi-finals tomorrow between Ace, Ragnarok, and Revenant Gaming, and it's going to be a match that Phoenix Gaming will be watching very intently to see who their opponents will be. They get some time off. They get to scout out a bit. They're going to have some fun with that. And if they show the domination they've shown over here, with one draft they went for complete almost CC kind of draft, one draft they went for complete damage kind of draft, and they knocked the ball out of the park in both kind of sense, in both kind of drafts, that they're that flexible with any type of draft they go for. So that we'll even see the damage from this matchup over here. And the damage, just look at this, almost everybody above 20k damage for the side of Phoenix Gaming. The Darius doing a lot, the Kaiser doing a lot, the Zed doing a lot, the Nilly also doing a lot, the Braum, as you know, support not going to do that much. The only one actually sustaining in damage from the side of ROT being that Jinx was free firing a lot from the backside, but once she got caught out in team fights, there's nothing you can do, right? You don't have any more damage. Venom was pretty far behind, was trying to kite towards that last bit of team fight, but that's when he was trying to get a bit strong again, and that's about all that he could do. He did not reach his peak in time, and that pretty much cost them the match. And guys, we will be showing you your crucial MVP of the game. Your crucial MVP here will be the Darius in that top lane. Hydra, amazing man, 9 kills, 2 deaths, 5 assists. What more do you want from him? Completely dominated once he started getting ahead. It took more than 3 members to even challenge him when he was split pushing any types of lane. Nothing you can do at Fireball. What else can you be talking about this man? This man showed what it's like to lead from the top.
I mean, he was playing against quote-unquote counter matchup as well. Toxic Venom picked up the Vayne as a last pick against this guy, and he was like, I do not care if you counter pick me, I'm just gonna counter you with my skills. And Hydra, with that cold stare, completely cut open and chopped open those veins with his big axe, and Toxic Venom is not gonna be happy with this performance again, because we're not used to seeing him lose lane all that much. I mean, we always see him do well in lane. At least he is pretty dominant, but this time around in both the games, even when he was the Nasus against the Vladimir and now a Vayne against Darius, completely dominated. So that was it from the first series. Let's see how the brackets are looking like after this first semi-finals in the Crucial by Micron presents iFlicks Community Clash, powered by Zotac Gaming, and Phoenix Gaming have set their foot in the grand finals. We'll be waiting tomorrow patiently to see who wins up against Ace, Ragnarok, and Revenant Gaming, and both of these teams will have the chance to go against Phoenix Gaming, and finally we're gonna have a new champion in the Community Clash, Madness.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, as know, Temple of Kings not here, so any team that would be winning will be a new champion over here. And I think this gets teams even more excited. They know that they have the opportunity to write a bit of history over here in our Community Clash over here, so they know that they want to aim for it. They know this is their best opportunity right now to get a bit of a trophy here. And at the same time, guys, we do have a bit of a fun event for you. It is happening on our LOL, IN, and SA Discord server. server, link in the description below. It is the Summoner Spotlight, guys. What you might ask, what's the Summoner Spotlight? It's basically you having fun in games, and after you have your fun games and plays you make some clips of them, right? The clips you do, some Baron steals, some Dragon steals, some 1v5, some pentakills, any kind of clips that you think showcase what you are as a player. Send those clips in that event that we have been running, and the winner of that event will be winning some epic skin. So make sure to please check it out in our LOL, IN and SA Discord server, link in the description below, and to get more details about the event, and you can be winning free skins, guys.
Definitely. So let's see those clips, and I for sure am excited to see what sort of clips we get submitted into. We'll have a voting system. Whichever play wins out with the most votes. I mean, hey, everyone loves a free skin, don't they? And you get it by your plays. Have a sense of accomplishment there as well. So that was it for the first game in the semifinals. Tomorrow though, we have Ace Ragnarok going against RVX Gaming, Revenant Gaming from Bangladesh, and it's gonna be a hype matchup there as well. Let's see which team can come up against each other and which team will be facing Phoenix Gaming in the grand finals. Ace Ragnarok against Revenant Gaming again tomorrow, guys, at 6:30, 7 o'clock. Be here. Make sure you are tuned in, and for any updates, make sure that you follow our socials, which are linked in the description. And this is gonna be it from us, guys, today. Great series. It's me, Fireball. With me was Madness, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Your system. Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
You were right, Kate. My sister is gone. There's only Jinx now. I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
I'm ready.
To return peace to this city, you must declare martial law.
Topside is the real enemy. You have the chance to rally the Undercity together. Your symbol. So what are you planning?
Watch it all burn.
You felt it, haven't you?
The arcane is waking up.
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
Sustenance.